Hello, good evening. I look forward to what's gonna come up from this video. I like the topic. Hmm. Salut à toi. Je suis curieux de savoir ce qui va venir de cette vidéo. J'aime beaucoup le sujet. Um, where are we in terms of allowing ourselves to be desiring external support? Où est-ce que nous en sommes en termes de s'autoriser à être vu désirant du soutien de l'extérieur? Je suis pas sûr de traduire tout. I'm not sure I'm going to translate everything because yeah, I already made a video in French this morning. Je suis pas sûr que je vais tout traduire. J'ai fait une vidéo en français déjà ce matin et je me dis que si jamais je découvre des choses autres dans cette vidéo en anglais, je les écrirai dans un article pour voilà, faire le lien. Yeah, if I think I'm going to stick with English, and if I already made a French video this morning, and if I say something here that I would like to add to and allow people who don't speak English to get it or who speaks French only, I think I'd like to write it in my next post and kind of to find a way to link it all together. So yes, I think I stay with English for now. It's easier for me. So where are we in terms of allowing ourselves to desire external support? It took me quite some work to actually articulate it this way, rather than saying, I was tempted to say, where are we in relationship in relation to us needing help or us being seen in needs, or how are we in terms of allowing ourselves to be seen in needs. Or how are we in relationship to be seen where we are. So anyway, all the things come up with this attempt to try that there's, rather than the word needs can lead to some kind of dependency, codependency, or some kind of demand energy that I'm trying to avoid. And so I really like the idea of acknowledging a desire for external support. And that's something that happened to me very clearly this morning. I received an email from someone who had asked me to write a poem if I wanted to. And before she asked that, she said that she was willing to contribute 20 euros to me financially. So it seemed like it was independent, but she was voicing the two in the same message. And I like that there was a choice in both, in the giving and in the receiving, for me. I wrote this poem, I sent it to her, I gave her my bank details. And this morning I received an email from her where she said that she read my poem, my words, and she got a lot of it, got a lot of good from it. She felt more at peace mentally, and she expressed feeling some sense of refreshment and in her inner space reading my words. I was delighted to read that. And also she said, well, I'm also going to participate to making your life more wonderful. And she said something about, so she was mentioning about talking about the money she wanted to send me, that she said she had just sent to me on the through transfer. And she said something about acknowledging my new tool for communication. And so I'm not sure what she meant, but for me it landed like, oh, she was acknowledging that I can offer to write poems to people. For example, I think, yeah, if any topic. If people want me to write poem on something, if you want me to write a poem about a topic, a situation you're going through, something that would kind of bring some um, love and light and hope and strength into anything, and kind of supports remembering, poetry is always available, and joy and love as well. So all we need is to tap into it. And it's true that the practice of um, the intention to say, okay, I'm going to write a poem, sets me in some kind of a state that is quite different from trying to describe reality as it is. And I think it made great link. It's making a great link to the topic I was wanting to explore, because after I received this email from this woman, dear Florence, I went to check my bank account and I had minus 20 euros. So tonight I received her money, and another payment went through, and so I have minus 10. So there's progress. I was minus 20 and minus 10 tonight. And but I think is this morning I was really at one point I felt in touch with the fact that if I wanted to buy some food, and I realized that I was okay, I didn't need to buy some food today. I had some veg, some eggs, and I cooked myself something nice to eat tonight. But this morning I was thinking, if I want to buy some food, I need to kind of go into more deeper into my withdrawal in the negative on my bank accounts, and I wasn't feeling comfortable with that. So I was really clear that I wanted to receive money. So meaning money coming from the external, into my bank account or pocket. And so sometimes we desire something external, right? So how do we relate to that? How do we communicate about that? That's the question I'm willing to explore with you. So, I had a conversation with a friend today, and actually with someone who's offering me space 2 hours a week to really explore where I am, what's going on for me, what I want to work on, what I want to talk about. And she doesn't charge money, but she has financial needs. And in other words, I could choose to give her freely. I did. When I have money and when it's easy, I choose to give her money. But today, for example, I'm negative and it's not comfortable to give her money. But I'm aware that I would like to receive support. I would like to receive money from anyone who wants to. If you want to give €1, €2, €10, 20, 100, 200, 2000, you're welcome. Hi Anne-Claire, welcome back. Bonjour Anne-Claire, bienvenue à toi. Je ne sais pas si tu parles anglais, mais ce soir c'est les vidéos en anglais. So, yeah, I want to give myself permission to desire receiving freely and joyfully money from people who want to contribute to my needs for ease, or longing for ease, or desire for ease, desire for comfort, desire for support, power, the ability to mobilize resources to meet my needs, to meet my desire, if you prefer. I think we all, at some level, agree that our bodies has needs, for warmth, for protecting from diseases or attacks. If we are living in a jungle, attacks from animals, we need. But that's in the jungle of people. We need to be able to distinguish what serves us, what doesn't, what makes us going closer to what we want or further away from it. So there's a lot of things that in some way we need. We need to listen. We need to feel. We need to um, take care of ourselves. It's so sometimes the word needs and desire are quite close, and the using the idea of needs is not necessarily something that leads to thinking we're needy or dependent. Except that in some way we are dependent. It's like I know I need oxygen, right? I need air to breathe. So it's like if I don't have oxygen, I know my body is going to die, right? So it's a need. Okay. Um, well, some might think, yeah, well, it's a need because you believe you need air, but if you believe you didn't need air, maybe you would live even without air. Okay, right. Possibly. But anyway, we are where we are. We are, and we believe what we believe, right? Um, so there so I don't want to go in too much into like esotericism. So what I'm trying to say here is um, listen to the vibration rather than the words I'm using. I'm trying to say I talked to to Yana earlier today, and I got some to work on the fact that in these videos that I'm making, I want to be able to talk about where I stand, where I am for real, and what is it I want. And I want to talk about what I want from a place where I'm connected to where I am, how I feel, rather than denying where I am or denying what I feel or denying where you are or denying what you feel. So I invite us all to be connected to where we are, what we feel, what we want, and yeah, maybe check if there's any situation we want to work on and want to see transform for the better. And so this morning I decided I wanted to explore the topic of money, my financial situation. And so what I'm clearer than ever is that I desire my financial situation to get easier and easier, to get more and more fun to be in. So I want to dance, and find some allowing the flowing of giving and receiving. And so all this thing around what I can bring to your life or what you can bring to mine is interest of me. And I think what I wanted to say and what I'm wanting to explore right now is that with Yana I was talking about the fact that sometimes I feel scared of showing up as I am, allowing myself to be where I am, to feel what I am in the world. And so it can be tempted to hide myself, to hide my feelings. And in doing so, I, in some way, deprive people, I deprive you, I deprive others to know where I am, where I stand, what I feel, what I want. And I deprive them to make a choice around how they want to respond to the fact that I am where I am, you are where you are, we are where we are, we want what we want, and we feel what we want, what we feel. And so if we don't allow others to relate to ourselves where we are, exactly, with that includes how we feel and what we want, well, we may lose the possibility to connect and to really meet each other and to enrich each other, to contribute to each other's lives. So here I am telling you that I have minus 10 euros on my bank account that I would love to, I want to get more clear about what is it I can do to make your life more wonderful. And I wanted to let you know something you could do to make my life more wonderful, which is to check if you feel any kind of desire to contribute financially to my financial situation, or if you want to send a poem, or if you want to send some love, or if you want to send um, some questions, some comments, some experience. I don't sure I'm really into getting advices. I think what I'm willing more than advices to receive from you is that you let me know what you heard me say. You know, that you, I would like to receive from you the gift of knowing what you understand I am saying right now, because sometimes we think we understood people, but we don't. So I'd like to know if you're able to really relate to me, if you're able to listen to where I am. I'm understanding, interested in knowing if you're able to listen to where you are in relationship to where I am, rather than where you are in relationship to what you think I'm saying, without checking whether what you think I'm saying is what I'm saying in reality. So there's a lot of things that can create some misunderstanding and some missed opportunity to really meet each other. And that's part of what I'm doing, and that's part of what I'm interested in doing in the world, to lift misunderstandings, to really get to hear each other, to understand each other, to connect in a way that really feels good, feels like love, feels like joy, feels like we belong, feels like we are together. That's what I'm interested in. And I can, maybe you can tell I am connected to that. So I'm savoring it, savoring being where I am, and having told you what I told you just now. So thank you for your attention. Um, just checking in if there's something else I'd like you to. If there's anything I'd like to say. Yeah, there's another topic I have in mind, but I don't think it's now that I want to explore it. That would be changing the topic, and I want to stick on the topic I was exploring today. So I look forward to speak more about. I guess, yeah, I can join it with the topic of today by making a connection in this way. Um, One of the things that I want to offer, when I think that we can, and I want to contribute to us feeling the love, feeling the connection, really meeting each other. One thing I can offer is to do role play with you when we would choose a situation, you would choose a situation of your life, a specific situation, what that engage, conversation with someone else, and something maybe like in your family or close friends, and where it's not as easy as you'd like to really connect, to understand what's at stake and what's going on and what you want and what the other want. And so my job would be to embody either you or your friend or your family member or whatever person you choose, you pick up to um, be working with. And my job would be to meet, to match your energy, to match your desire, to match your inner being, to listen through your words and your vibes. What is it you're wanting? And every time I experience such experiences, I really love it. When it's really so exciting to do that. It works every time. But there's a part of me that sometimes doubt that it's work and it can bring value. So I also need to deal with this part of me that has been hindering me to offer that more in the world earlier in my life, because there's part of me that doubts that I am actually going to succeed to bring the value I think this practice can unleash. But thanks to the conversation with you now, I really got in touch with the fact that this fear, this doubt, this uncertainty is okay. It's welcome. It's part of the package, but I'm not like identified with it. I see that there is a part of me that, as a human being, there's a lot of uncertainty. I don't know everything. I don't know what's going to happen. So in some way, I'm inviting you to take a risk, to bring a situation from your life and to look at it together. And so you're taking the risk that it might not be so useful. You take the risk that it might feel like a waste of time to you. You take the risk that you might feel even less well than before. I doubt it, but you're taking that risk, I know, because you don't know what you don't know. And so when you're facing the unknown, you are facing the unknown. And so it can brings up a lot of emotions, and my job is to tell you the emotions are welcome. You can make space for them, and that's my job, to support you, to feel what you feel, to want what you want, to desire what you desire, and to navigate together through that. So if you're interested in talking with me around, if you have questions, you can ask questions in the comments or send me a private message, or you can also book a time with me. I'm going to put a link in the comments under this video. And so I look forward to hear from you. And for now, I thank you for your attention. And I'm going to take a few seconds of silence just to check if there's one last word to say. So where are we in terms of allowing ourselves to desire some external support? Where am I myself? Right now, I am extremely pleased that I shared with you all that I shared. I'm expecting good results. I feel like it's already there. I'm talking about what I've been wanting to talk about for ages, and it's happening. So I'm just also inviting myself and you to slow down maybe a tiny bit more even, and kind of making a tiny bit more of space for what you feel right now. And I'm making a tiny bit more space for what I feel right now. The invitation is to chill a tiny bit more. I believe that when I chill, I relax, and I allow my ability to receive and to hear to be connected, at play. So if you're willing to take and share some risk with me, let me know. I'd love to hear from you soon. Bye for now. Thank you.